Hey, what's going on, geeks? Maxusthebeast is here, and welcome back to another channel update type of a video. In this video, I hope to outline my plans specifically for the month of July, as well as quickly express and explain where I've been for the past month. Because in the last video I uploaded, I talked about how I was learning from my mistakes, and how one of the biggest mistakes I kept making was taking unannounced hiatuses. But guess what? I did that again. Even though I said I wasn't going to do that anymore, but I did it. So now I'm going to explain why I did it again. Hooray! Well, I'm gonna just be quick about it because I've done a million and one of these explanations, and so at this point, I'm not gonna beat around the bush with it. Let's just get it over with. I took a trip over the course of June. For the past 2 weeks, myself and my family have been traveling across the continental United States, recently returning back home. It was a really fun trip, and I plan to make a story time about it here in coming weeks. So stay tuned for that if you want to hear some of the stories about where I've been and all the stuff I got to see on the chaotic 2-week trip. But because of that, I was obviously away from my setup and away from most anything capable of making videos. I had my PlayStation with me, and I tried to make a video on that, but one, I remember PlayStation 4 used to have Satisfactory, which was an editing software on that. I don't know if PS5 has that or not, or if it has something similar to it, but I don't have that installed if that is an option. And secondly, none of the takes were particularly good, as well as the microphone I had a really nasty echo to it that honestly would have detracted more from the video than anything I would have actually been saying. Like, it would be so difficult to actually understand the word I was saying because the microphone quality was just so echoey and kind of bass boosted too for whatever reason. So it was probably for the best that didn't particularly work out, because that would not have been a very enjoyable video to at least listen to. I did upload a Fortnite gameplay thing. It's currently private. I considered uploading it while I was away and putting it on public just to have something to have out, but I may still upload it just for or put it on public just for the heck of it, to say, hey, here's this crazy round I had while playing console Fortnite. So, I don't know, maybe I'll put that out there. Who knows? But that's where I've been. That's why I wasn't able to make content. I was out of town, and I've just recently gotten back into town. So hopefully with that, I can get back on board and start making content again. And believe you me, folks, I have ideas out the wazoo. A couple of which pertaining to the gameplay you're seeing here. BattleBit Remastered has caught me so freaking blindsided, and I want to talk about it. I have a bunch of videos I'm thinking about doing for the game. Of course, an Out of the Blue reviews is on the table for it, as well as a video essay type of a deal talking about just how well this game is doing and some of the things that it's doing better than Battlefield, and what truly makes this blocky Roblox looking Battlefield, what makes this experience something truly special and something really worthwhile. And until Mortal Kombat 1, I honestly think this might be my game of the year. I'm going to go into that, of course, in more detail in those videos. And I also have another idea for a video, not just BattleBit related, but with a bunch of games, to just kind of talk about I have 4 games in mind. Talk about 4 games that really impressed me and why that is, and some of the things I'd like to see going forward with the gaming industry based upon the 4 games I mentioned, and BattleBit is definitely on that list of 4. For the other 3, well, stay tuned for that video, because I think that it should be interesting. I have a lot to say on this topic because a lot of games recently have tremendously impressed me and have done a lot for the gaming scene currently. I also have a couple Fortnite videos planned as well, talking about the new season, some of the new changes, as well as a couple other things. So, you know me and my recent Fortnite obsession. I have a lot of things to say about the new season. Spoiler alert, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go. And I have again, just a lot of thoughts about where I think it's going, about some of the changes that it's made, and some thoughts going forward. Additionally, I also have a follow-up video in mind as sort of like a sequel sort of a deal to a video I made last year talking about what I called the Fortnite OG conundrum, where I discussed, and as like a Cliff Notes version of it if you haven't seen it and don't, and just want the like Spark Notes cover of it. Essentially, I kind of talked about how I think that a lot of the current Fortnite community is, at least a good portion of them, are still stuck in the past and kind of idolize Chapter 1 so much and focus so much on being OG and like skin exclusivity because of it, with shop skins like the original Paradigm and whatnot, or just kind of, I guess, refusing to move on, calling modern Fortnite trash because it's not what it used to be. I have a lot of continued thoughts on that whole debacle that we'll tackle in that video. Again, I'm not going to spoil everything I'm going to do, but because I have a couple more things I want to add to it more than just beating a dead horse. But I have, again, a lot of thoughts for that in that video I'd like to get out in coming weeks as well. That is essentially my July plan. Because I'm currently, in real life, I'm not going to go too far into it right now, but I'm currently looking for a job that'll put to use my degree. And with that, I will likely be busier in coming months. So because of that, I'd like to make July a month focused on making content and getting as many of my ideas on video this month as possible. And with any luck, I can get that done. And again, this isn't me saying I'm gonna stop making videos come August or come another month or something. I'm still, of course, gonna keep the content rolling, hopefully, but I don't know what my schedule's gonna look like. So I think July is gonna be my best bet for getting videos out. So overall, my major plan for this month is to be as active as I can be. And granted, I know that my track record with stuff like this isn't the greatest. I typically make a lot of these promises and then oftentimes fall through. But I do recognize the state of urgency because of the time frame I have and just being unsure of how things are going to turn. And again, with any sort of job market, you never know what's going to happen until it's written in a contract. So what I'm thinking might happen may not. Nothing is guaranteed. What I'm thinking about might not work out. And whatever the case, I'll talk about it at some point in time in a story time or another type of video. I'm not going to get too much into it here. But I just want to provide a reason why I'm going to try to go as gung-ho for July as I am, because that is the plan for this month, to be as active with the content creation as I possibly can be, and hopefully getting a lot of the ideas that I outlined here actually put into a video, multiple videos, and get those rolling, because I have a lot of ideas, don't want to lose them, and definitely don't want to prolong more content. It's been, once again, another month since I've uploaded, so it's time to get back into the swing of things, and hopefully even when things might get more hectic. Hopefully keep that flow going. In any case, folks, I want to thank you all for bearing with me. I've gained another 4 or 5 subscribers since last we met, which is pretty substantial growth for a channel like me. So I just want to say once again a thank you to the new folks who have tuned in, and also for the overwhelming support on the video talking about the Fortnite live event, the video I did on Fortnite Fractured. So I want to say thank you for the overwhelming support for that video. It has reached over 600 views, which is huge for me. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning into that video and for giving it as much love as you have. And I hope that my future content can meet the standard that that upload did. But in any case, folks, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for watching. As always, Maxusthebeast is out.